about to see the president respond to the toast remarks by the premier.
Yes. Now, the president followed the premier's remarks on his own private copy before, did he not? Wasn't that what he was reading?
I think so, yes.
Yes, he was. Ross, is that Chu Chao Chi?
I can't quite see yet, Bernie. I expect it would be. There are the two translators, as you say, Nancy Tung with New York background, Chi Chao Chu with a Boston background. He went to Harvard.
Is that Chu Chao Chi?
Yes, I think it is. Yes,
yes.
A chemist by training, Harvard educated.
Mr. Prime
Yes.
Minister,
And who shared a room, as a matter of fact, with a China specialist who's now at the State Department.
The president's
on behalf of all of your American guests, I wish to thank you for the incomparable hospitality for which the Chinese people are justly famous throughout the world. And I particularly want to pay tribute not only to those who prepared the magnificent dinner, but also to those who have provided the splendid music. Never have I heard American music played better in a foreign land. Mr. Prime Minister, I wish to thank you for your very gracious and eloquent remarks. At this very moment, through the wonder of telecommunications, more people are seeing and hearing what we say than on any other such occasion in the whole history of the world. Yet what we say here will not be long remembered. What we do here can change the world. As you said in your toast, the Chinese people are a great people. The American people are a great people. If our two peoples are enemies, the future of this world we share together is dark indeed. But if we can find common ground to work together, the chance for world peace is immeasurably increased. In the spirit of frankness, which I hope will characterize our talks this week, let us recognize at the outset these points. We have at times in the past been enemies. We have great differences today. What brings us together is that we have common interests which transcend those differences. As we discuss our differences, neither of us will compromise our principles. But while we cannot close the gulf between us, we can try to bridge it so that we may be able to talk across it. And so let us, in these next 5 days, start a long march together, not in lockstep, but on different roads leading to the same goal. The goal of building a world structure of peace and justice in which all may stand together with equal dignity, and in which each nation, large or small, has a right to determine its own form of government, free of outside interference or domination. The world watches, the world listens, the world waits to see what we will do. What is the world? In a personal sense, I think of my eldest daughter, whose birthday is today. And as I think of her, I think of all the children in the world, in Asia, in Africa, in Europe, in the Americas. most of whom were born since the date of the foundation of the People's Republic of China. What legacy shall we leave our children? Are they destined to die for the hatreds which have plagued the old world? Or are they destined to live because we had the vision to build a new world? There is no reason for us to be enemies. Neither of us seeks the territory of the other. Neither of us seeks domination over the other. Neither of us seeks to stretch out our hands and rule the world. Chairman Mao has written, "So many deeds cry out to be done, and always urgently. The world rolls on. Time passes. 10,000 years are too long. Seize the day. Seize the hour. This is the hour. This is the day for our two peoples to rise to the heights of greatness which can build a new and a better world." And in that spirit, I ask all of you present to join me in raising your glasses to Chairman Mao, to Prime Minister Zhou, and to the friendship of the Chinese and American people, which can lead to friendship and peace for all people in the world.
总理先生，出席今天晚上宴会的诸位贵宾们，我代表你们所有的美国客人们，向你们表示感谢，感谢你们对我们这样一种无可比拟的款待。对此，中国人民在全世界是有名的。
about China
要感谢今天晚上
not
给我们
since
准备这
the
样的大
foundation
礼
of Communist China in 1949 passed the lips of a senior American official.
这样美好的美
It
国
sounded the thump of the hope of a new kind of relationship between the two countries.
进的这么好，
And it came from Richard Nixon, a man who was extremely active in the anti-communist cause in the late 40s, at the time when the phrase then was, "Who lost China?" The fact remains that tonight it was toasts and dialogue and mutual hopes that the Americans and the Chinese were putting to each other,
I
and
see
not
there,
the
Bernie, that
invective.
the President has taken a glass of Mao Tai, and Premier Zhou Enlai also. Zhou Enlai normally doesn't drink
Yes.
it. He raises it to his mouth, or when I'm
He's a sly
read it.
fe-
There was one
sly
other
fellow.
interesting phrase, Bernie. The President referred to all standing together in equal dignity, and I notice Premier Zhou looking with great intensity as the President spoke those in other words. I think this is very important to the Chinese. There's
Zhao Guanghua.
I think, drinking a toast. I think these words are important because in a way the Chinese are still struggling for equal dignity in the world. After a century of humiliation and weakness, and still weakness today, the question of gaining equal dignity is in a way the psychological heart of what China's trying to do in the world today. I think that's an important phrase that President Nixon
Ross?
has used there.
Ross, I absolutely agree with you on that. I think that the word dignity, national self-respect, independence, nationalism, that whole vocabulary that is very close to a nation's heart is a critical factor.